The man blew gently on the cards, and in the next second, 3 landed perfectly in his partner's hands. Moments later, using his incredible memory, he pulled 3 kings. Yet despite knowing how strong the man's hand was, a young guy bet $200,000 without even looking at his cards, leaving everyone stunned. Even the man himself, who was supposed to be his opponent, urged him to think it through, but the young man was determined and insisted on placing the bet. The man, thinking the kid was just a fool, raised the bet to $400,000, hoping to clean him out in one go. What he didn't expect was for the kid to toss in his $3 million family heirloom ring, bringing the pot to a staggering $6 million. The man scrambled to borrow money, still thinking he had the winning hand. What he didn't realize was that he had already walked into the trap. The young guy was actually the heir to a legendary gambling family, a master of every trick in the book, but his father had once made him swear off gambling, warning that no one wins in the end and that one undefeated streak would eventually cost him his life. The father was later ambushed by enemies and before dying, begged his son to stay away from the gambling world, but their enemies weren't finished. They waited along the son's usual path and ran him over, sending him flying 800 meters. Miraculously, he survived, but was left in a vegetative state. His fiancée spent every penny she had trying to save him, even resorting to selling goods on the street to make ends meet. Watching her struggle broke her younger brother's heart. When he learned that the remaining medical costs were just $50,000, he didn't complain or cause a scene. Instead, he quietly offered up all the savings he and their parents had, insisting on helping her take his brother-in-law to the hospital himself. But instead of the hospital, he took him to a casino, hoping to make fast money with pure luck. From the moment he stepped inside, his fate was sealed. Soon, his sister got word he was in debt and rushed over to bail him out, only to be forced into gambling herself. But she had no clue how to play. When one of the men bet $1,000 while claiming he had a weak hand, she panicked. Even though she had 2 pairs, she folded. But when the cards were revealed, the others were all holding singles. Her brother groaned in disappointment, not realizing she was being set up. In the next round, one of the man's cronies dealt her 3 aces. Thinking she finally had the upper hand, she bet $1,000 without hesitation, completely unaware that this was exactly what they were hoping for.